Hey guys, it's Reese here from Blackrock Data and Security, and today I just wanted to show you a solution I've been working on for people that have very poor internet, or they may be tied to one provider, Opticom, perhaps Cyphertel, something like that, and you've been looking at Starlink as an alternative, but you just can't justify the cost. Well, let me introduce the MileSite 4G LTE modem router. It's an industrial grade router, which means it supports an external antenna connection. Now that's great, that's the game changer here because, well, excuse the LMR 400 cable I've got set up at the moment, going up the pole, just taped on. But whoa, there we are. There she is. And the sun's in the worst spot possible. But this is my little test external antenna. It is a 4G, 5G, multi-frequency, 700 up to 3600 megahertz, 14 dBi gain antenna. Very inexpensive, but very effective. And I've just got it pointing down the road to the Forest Highway Telstra site, just next to the Collie River. And what we're doing is we're watching a 4K video, as you can see, and we'll just go to a Ethernet connection to show that we're not using anything else other than Ethernet via a hub adapter going into the MileSite. And here's your speed. So we'll skip forward to where we haven't loaded the video yet. And look at these speeds we're getting there, bursting at 40 meg. And this is school holidays we're talking about right now. So speeds are already slow as they are, but this is consistent. You're looking at, I've peaked at about 52 meg today, which is consistent with a 50 down, 20 up fiber to the node or fiber to the premises connection, but at a fraction of the price. This is 4K video. You can see down here, here's the quality settings, 2160p, 4K. Look how quickly that loads. That is what you want. Now, you can do speedtest.net results, which are great, but nothing quite beats the Windows traffic counter in Task Manager. You go down to your network adapter, in this case we're using Ethernet. That's a true example of what your computer is currently processing. This is brilliant. This is the result of finding the correct tower on the correct band, as 4G uses different bands, and you need to actually test each one of them to make sure you're on the least congested one, best performing one. So you've seen enough of that. Let's do a speed test. Telstra is the provider because Belong is owned by Telstra and it uses Telstra's network. Here you can see the current speed, and you can see the difference between speedtest.net results and your Task Manager results. Speedtest.net does a bit of an average of what the speed is from what I've found. As you can see there, it's pretty spot on, 30 meg for the upload or send. But that's very consistent, which is what we want. That's using the external antenna. So bear with me, let's plug in the included omnidirectional antenna for a comparison. All right, so now we've got the omni plugged in, external is unplugged. Let's do this test again. Just as an example of the critical nature of having an external antenna. Currently, speeds are good. I was only getting about 10 to 15 meg about an hour ago. But that's decent. The other values we look at are the ping, and then the ping under load. So that's the second value you see there. Average ping of 300 milliseconds when it's downloading a file, and the upload average latency, or the ping. In this case, it's very fast. This is using an omnidirectional antenna, but where I live here in Treendale, I get pretty good reception from multiple towers, so I can see why I'm getting good results. But if you live somewhere that's in high density housing, say like in Kingston, or even in just like new parts down south, like in Vass, in Busselton, it's just house to house, and you're in a concrete jungle really, you're going to get poor results. So let's go back to the external. Here we go. Connected back to the external antenna. Those are the old results. Let's look at some new ones. Oh, ping's about the same. The download latency average value is actually slightly larger on that tower, but if you're not gaming, then it's fine. If you're just streaming, no issue at all. Gamers may not want to use mobile broadband connections for that reason, so this product may not be for you. But this is currently 2:30 on Thursday. The 20th of December today? School holidays, everyone's smashing it. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's skip to another part of the video that we haven't watched before. In 4K, now that was fast. .44 meg, 50 meg. There we go. So generally with any internet speed test, the longer you demand a file, so the bigger the file you download, you'll notice your download speed will actually increase ever so slightly. But look at this, you're watching 4K video. No shit at all, nice and fast. And the best part is that you can have this for $70 a month with a 400 gigabyte allowance. Now you may say 400 gigabyte, that's not very much. Well, currently I have a family of 3. I run my business from home. I often stream nearly every night and I use 330 gigabyte a month. So don't rush out and buy Starlink for $139 a month when you can get a 4G, 5G antenna, so it's future-proof for when 5G modems become a bit more affordable. Currently, $600-700. Down to your industrial router, which can then plug into your existing wireless router in your home. And you've got mobile broadband. Have a look at my website today. I'll post a link below this video for more information on how you can... See, this is just a temporary setup, so I haven't made it permanent. But it's pointing at the tower, and you might be able to see it on the video. There it is, next to the light pole in the distance. That's the Forest Highway Tower.